الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على النبي المصطفى سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Jews from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And our topic for tonight, we are going to speak inshallah about Qiyamul Layl. Qiyamul Layl, Salatul Tahajjud. The Salah of the night prayer. The night which makes a person to be in conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in communion with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to be closer to Allah ta'ala? You want to be beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? One of the deeds that will bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Salatul Tahajjud. This Salatul Tahajjud, it's a salah that was performed by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, by the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. They used to recite ajza from the Holy Quran in Salatul Tahajjud. They used to stand for so long in Salatul Tahajjud, in munajat with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in communion with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, linking themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all the pious people, the salihin, they were so engrossed in this salah, which is called Salatul Tahajjud, Qiyamul Layl. They used to spend some part of the night in worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is what we are going to talk about, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me and you the tawfiq to perform this Salatul Tahajjud, this Qiyamul Layl, in order for us, inshaAllah, to be closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a hadith said, أفضل الصلاة بعد الفريضة صلاة الليل. That the best salah after the compulsory salah, after Fajr, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, the best salah is Salatul Tahajjud, is Qiyamul Layl. أفضل الصلاة بعد الفريضة. After those salawats which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made them compulsory. So when it comes to level, when it comes to degrees, the highest after fara'id, it is Salatul Layl. Because that time you are making so much effort, and while others are sleeping, you wake up, in the middle of the night or towards the end, the last portion of the night, and you stand in salah, you are praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is one of the best salah which is beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, alaykum bi qiyamil layl. Perform qiyamul layl, perform salatul tahajjud. Why should we perform Salatul Tahajjud? And he gives the reason. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he commands us to perform or encourages us to perform Salatul Tahajjud, Qiyamul Layl, and he gives us the reason why should we perform Salatul Tahajjud. He says, فَإِنَّهُ دَأَبُ الصَّالِحِينَ قَبْلَكُمْ. Why? Because Salatul Tahajjud, it is the habit of the Salihin, the habit of the pious people before us. فَإِنَّهُ دَأَبُ الصَّالِحِينَ قَبْلَكُمْ. Now, look at the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amongst the Sahaba, 10 Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them the glad tidings of Jannah right in this dunya. Why? Because of the love they had for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to show the love they had for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they used to perform Salatul Tahajjud. They used to do a lot of good deeds, but in those good deeds, including Salatul Tahajjud. Naam, alaykum biqiyamil layl, fa innahu da'abu salihin qablakum. Encouragement from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He's encouraging us to stand in salah, during the night, performing Salatul Tahajjud. Why? Because it is a habit of the pious people. How much time we spend, brothers and sisters? how much time we spend during nights. We spend hours and hours during the night, watching football or chatting on our cell phones. We are busy with social media, talking to strangers, people who are far away from us, and we spend hours and hours. How many times we sit and talk about business for hours and hours at night, right? So for Salat Tahajjud, is not required for you to spend the entire night. Why? Because your body also has right over you. You must give its due. You must fulfill the right of your body. Your body needs to rest. So sleep early, and if you sleep early, inshallah, it becomes much easier for you to wake up for Salatul Tahajjud. Now, so you give its right, you give the right to your body of, let it rest, let your body rest. And come the last portion of the night, you wake up and you give that portion for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقرب ما يكون العبد من ربه وهو ساجد فأكثر الدعاء. Imagine you stand up in tahajjud now, and everyone is asleep. You're making sujood before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are humbling yourself before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the hadith says, أقرب ما يكون العبد من ربه وهو ساجد. The slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will be so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at that posture of sujood. When you make sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is a sign of humbleness. And it is a sign you are showing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you are in need of Him, that you want His help, that you are begging for His help. That's why you woke up, in the middle of the night and you made sujood to Allah. You connected yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We all have difficulties in our lives. And only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the solution. And if we want solutions to the tests of life, we will find those solutions in musalla. We put a musalla and we make salah, especially salatul tahajjud, now, and we'll find the solution to our problems. So أقرب ما يكون العبد من ربه وهو ساجد فأكثر الدعاء. You should increase in dua, make lots and lots of dua. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever you want. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's doors are always opened. Now, the doors of Allah are always opened. We have to keep on knocking the doors of Allah. When you knock the door of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open His doors for you. And He's waiting for you to come to Him. He is waiting for you to come and knock His doors. And once you do that, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open His doors, and He will grant you whatever you are asking Him. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he carries on in this hadith saying, وَهُوَ قُرْبَةٌ لَكُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ. وَهُوَ قُرْبَةٌ لَكُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ. That salatul tahajjud, it brings you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine if you come to know that you are so close to Allah. You should be very happy. And if you want to be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wake up at night and perform tahajjud. Link yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he said, وَهُوَ قُرْبٌ لَكُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ وَمُكَفِّرَةٌ لِلسَّيِّئَاتِ وَمُكَفِّرَةٌ لِلسَّيِّئَاتِ. And mukaffiratun, it washes off, as-sayyi'at, all the sins that the person has committed. Whatever sins you have committed during the day, and now you woke up at night, you are crying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those sins, inshallah, through salatul tahajjud, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you. وَمُكَفِّرَةٌ لِسَيِّئَاتِ. They are mukaffira. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive your sins through Salatul Tahajjud. نعم. ومنهات على الإثم يعني ينهي عن الإثم عن ارتكاب الإثم. نعم. So منهات للإثم, Salatul Tahajjud, it prevents a person or it stops a person from committing sin. Allahu Akbar. You know, some people came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and, complained about a man. They say that man, he performs Qiyamul Layl, he performs Tahajjud Salah, he gets up at night and prays to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but he steals at the same time. He does what? He steals. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, his Salah will prevent him from stealing. Allahu Akbar. So if you perform Salatul Tahajjud, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the tawfiq to stop doing evil. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it such that we gain the strength, inshallah, of waking up at night and perform Salatul Tahajjud, and we ask Him whatever we want, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, will fulfill our needs. We'll take a short break, inshallah, and when we come back, we'll continue speaking about the benefits and the virtues of Salatul Tahajjud. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Jewel from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we are discussing Salatul Tahajjud, the virtues of Salatul Tahajjud. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved to stand in Tahajjud for so long at night, long salat, until Aisha, his wife, beloved wife, Aisha radiallahu anha, she asked him, why are you doing this? Because she could see that the feet of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would crack. Why? Because he would stand in Salat Tahajjud for too long. Why are you doing this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven you your past sins, your present sins, your future sins. Why are you exerting yourself so much so that your feet are cracking? Look at the response and the reply from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Afala akunu abdan shakuran? Afala akunu abdan shakuran? Should I not be or become, a grateful slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Should I not show gratitude to Allah for so many ni'mah He has bestowed upon me?" So myself and you also, whenever we stand up for Tahajjud, we should stand up worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a form of showing gratitude to Him for giving us so much ni'mah, so much gifts that He's given to us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us eyes and the ability to see. There are people who have got 2 eyes but they cannot see. There are people who have got 2 ears but they can't hear. Myself and you, my brother and sister, oh my dear son, Allah Ta'ala has given us 2 ears, 2 eyes, and we're able to use them. With the ability, with the power, with the qudrat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can see, we can hear. How many people are blind? How many people are deaf? They cannot hear, they cannot see. Afala akunu abdan shakura? Should I not become that grateful slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Should you not become that grateful slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If you are a wealthy person, should you not become grateful slave to Allah for the ni'mah of wealth? If you have got health, good health, alhamdulillah, should you not be that grateful slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who would stand up in Tahajjud and say, Ya Allah, I thank you for good health you have bestowed or you have granted me. If you have got the ni'mah of children, how many people are barren, they cannot bear children? They keep on trying but they don't have children, and they keep on crying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for children. So if you have got children, أَفَلَا تَكُونَ أَنْتَ عَبْدًا شَكُورًا? Will you not become a grateful slave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by showing gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the ni'mah of children? If you have got a job, will you not wake up in the middle of the night and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the job He has given to you? How many people around the world who are jobless, who are also wishing every day to find a job? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted you one. Should you not become a grateful slave to Him by waking up in tahajjud and say, Shukran, Ya Allah, for this job You have given to me. Afala akuna abdan shakuran. Allahu Akbar. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in the hadith, listen to these brothers and sisters and my dear children, the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam regarding tahajjud. He said, Inna fil Jannah ghurafan, that in Jannah there are special rooms. Tura dhuhuruha min butuniha, that from outside you are able to see inside. Wa min butuniha wa butuniha min dhuhuriha, and from inside you are able to see outside. So, in short, it means that these rooms are transparent. If you are standing from inside, you are able to see what's happening outside. And if you are standing from outside, you are able to see what's happening inside. It's like a glass. Now, so these are special rooms. فَقَامَ عَرَبِيٌّ فَقَالَ لِمَنْ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. So one Bedouin who was very much curious, he wanted to know to whom these rooms, these special rooms belong to. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Liman atab al-kalam," for the person who is kind in speech, the person who does not speak vulgar words, who does not swear, he speaks well to the people. وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, speak well and be kind in speech towards the people. So those rooms are for the person who is so kind in his speech. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. Had you been harsh and hard-hearted, the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum would have fled away from you. Now, they would have gone far away from you. But because you have got tibul kalam, because you have got soft speech, a sweet speech, you speak well to them, you speak with kindness to them. Do you know that each Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam felt that he was so much special to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam than the rest of the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Each Sahabi of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam felt so special in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam than all the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum. Allahu Akbar. That's how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to treat his Sahaba. He never saw any of his Sahaba radiyallahu anhum. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam always spoke gently to them with so much respect and love. So we should adopt this quality, beautiful quality of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that whenever we speak to people, we should speak to them with respect. No matter whether you are angry or not, you should speak to the people with respect. Why? Because you would not love people to disrespect you in speech, meaning to swear at you, to become vulgar with you. Now, you do not like that. So the same way you do not like people to disrespect you, you should respect them. Now, so these rooms are for people who are kind in their speech. وَأَطْعَمَ الطَّعَامِ, and these special rooms belong to the people who feed others. Those who give food to people, they go around and look for the poor people, the people in need, and they feed them. Allahu Akbar. So those special rooms are for them. Allahu Akbar. Imagine you prepare nice meal and you're looking for somebody who is in need, and you offer him. And you say, you know what, brother? You know what, my sister? You know what, my mother? This food is for you. Enjoy it. And the person will take the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that person is going to enjoy the food that you have prepared. So those rooms are for you. Those rooms, special rooms in Jannah, are for you. And who has prepared them? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself has prepared those rooms for you. Allahu Akbar. Now, وَأَدَامَ الصِّيَامِ, and these special rooms are for the people who constantly fast for the sake of Allah. They fast in Ramadan. They fast every Mondays and Thursdays. They fast Yawm Ashura and the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Now, they do that for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Jannah, there's a door called Rayyan, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept only for as-sa'imin, for those who fast for His sake. And on the day of Qiyamah, they will be called from that gate, from that door. Aina sa'imun? Where are the sa'imun? Where are those who fasted for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And they will come in groups. The gate will be opened. And when the gate opens, they will enter into Jannah through that Babur Rayyan, the door called Rayyan. And when the last person enters, that gate, inshaAllah, will be closed. No one else will be allowed to enter through that gate except those who have fasted for the sake of Allah. And now the last part, which is our topic. وَصَلَّى بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّاسُ النِّيَامِ. The special rooms are for those people who perform Salatul Tahajjud at night. وَالنَّاسُ النِّيَامِ, while people are asleep. Other people are enjoying their sleep and you just woke up. You made your wudu and you stood up in prayer. You performed your tahajjud. Allahu Akbar. So this special room will be for you. It will be for you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hadith, He comes down to the first heaven and He makes an announcement. Is there anyone who wants to make dua for me, to me, so I can grant him whatever he wants? Is there anybody who wants to ask me for forgiveness so I can forgive him? And we all want the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us strength to wake up for tahajjud. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it such that our last breath should be while making sujood to Him. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Until we meet again, I leave you with a special greeting, or the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.